Welcome back. You're here with Get a Grip on Lighting at the Canada Light Expo 2024, and it is my great pleasure to be joined by the organizers, Himani, Gulati, and Gaurav, Juneja.
Hi, Michael. Good to see you.
Hi, Michael.
Thank you for being here. Canada Light Expo. Why now? Why this year? Why did you take this opportunity to do this?
I feel the power of face-to-face is always to stay. With COVID coming in, people said, everything is going to go on a virtual mode. But the power of face-to-face, the personal touch and feel you get through exhibitions is there to stay. And those networking connections that you build through a trade show. So as the industry revived post-COVID, we were looking to expand our markets. And we thought, our research said that Canada does not have a light show of its own.
Mm-hmm.
And people prefer being geolocal now.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to travel distances. So they want their sourcing and everything to be within their reach.
Mm-hmm.
So we said, why not give the Canadian market a show of its own? So that's why we thought of entering Canada.
Gaurav, Ontario is a huge economy. A lot of people don't realize how huge. Canada is the 7th largest economy in the world or something like that?
Yeah.
Ontario is 50% of that. I can see the logic behind Himani. Are we going to go every year? What are we going to do?
Yes, it'll be every year. Next year also it's November.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a 2-day show along with Power Pack conferences.
Mm-hmm.
And as Himani said, people now prefer geolocal. We've got the feedback from the market that yes, a lot of contractors, electrical people, designers, developers, they don't get, sometime approvals to travel abroad. So for them, it's an opportunity to connect with the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing, that we needed something for the Canadian market, made in Canada for Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why Canada Light Expo is here.
I think it's a great idea, and I think Toronto is underestimated. I'm so glad you brought this show here. So many people have been excited.
Yes.
The content has been great from everything
Absolutely.
I've heard.
That's what we've been hearing since morning, that we have an excellent lineup of speakers here and people are really excited to be a part of it. And I think the proximity of Toronto to US and other areas makes it an ideal place to have a show.
If you're in the Northeast, you could fly here tonight on Porter and be at the show tomorrow.
Yeah,
and fly back in the afternoon to Chicago or wherever, New York, New Jersey, Washington.
But I saw someone, I've met someone in the morning, he drove around from New York to the show. So he said, after COVID, this is my first time I'm crossing the border by car.
Yeah.
So that was amazing to see that. That's something. Yes, people are interested. People are interested in the Canadian market. They want to see what's happening. It's not only selling, but even I met someone from Buffalo. He said, I come to the show to show some lighting solutions. So that was a very good thing for us.
There's more cranes erected in Toronto than any other city in the world. 251 cranes. The next city is LA with 51. This is a booming market. I see a couple companies, I look around, I'm very disappointed on a couple of our Canadian companies that didn't come and exhibit. How are we going to get them here next year?
I think it's a wait and watch policy. Everyone wanted. The first thing is, everyone, I would say, the industry was not sure whether this will happen or not. Now they've seen this happening. They've seen the show. They've seen the quality, nitty-gritties, quality of the show, the quality of the content, the quality of the people on the show floor. And definitely they're looking now. In fact, I don't want to name, but there are some companies who just signed up last week also.
Okay.
And I think there is a FOMO. I can see that FOMO that, many of that said, oh, we should have been there. Because, they were not sure whether it's happening or not.
Sure.
Because the market has not had a show for the last 25 years or
Sure.
So I feel people
Never in my entire career, and I started in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, they had adjunct things, a lighting, a lighting thing on the side of another show, but never a lighting show.
So, just something exclusive for lighting was missing. And people really didn't know whether it will happen, what will be the outcome. There are the ones who take the initiative, the go-getters, the bold ones,
Sure.
who step out the first time. So I think we have them here. And the others are, we'll wait and watch. We'll get on board once things are established. I think we had, a good buyer fall in during the first half of the day. But there were also many companies who were into lighting and prospects who wanted to be a part of the show and have not been here.
Mm.
So they've come to have a look at it, and I'm sure they're going to be there next year.
You know
I
who
saw
you
one-
are out there. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking about. You need to support this show. I know who you are and where you are.
You know, another guy, he was from Vancouver. He said we were having conversations, and he had some issues, and last minute he couldn't exhibit. He says it's a very nice show, but it's a little small. I said, you wanted to come, you didn't come. So that likewise, many
Yes.
others wanted to come to me. He said, yeah, I'm going to come next year for sure.
So
Yeah,
it's not
let's
about
get up
small,
there.
but the quality of buyers and
Sure.
the quality of content. There was some outsider friend of mine. He just came. He's from the trade show industry. He could see the buyers on the show floor, and he said, "Gaurav, I can see the quality of the buyers on the show floor." That's something which encourages you a lot.
Sometimes you go to I as you can see in the pictures, I'm constantly at conventions live streaming, and most of them are lighting conventions. Okay, and you know what happens if they if they feel like they're a little bit late, they go over to the local college, and they give out free passes to all the students, and they flood the trade show with students or whatever that are there on a free pass or on a college pass. So I don't think we should do that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, someone was saying, one of the person I told, we were having a meeting, he said, why don't you make the entry free? Why don't you let people come in? We said it's not about people just walking in. It's about the quality of people who walk
Sure.
in. So, anybody who's serious, who's interested, would not mind spending $10, $15 to enter something which is going to add value. It's a networking opportunity.
Sure.
It's a business opportunity. They kept quiet. So I said, do you want numbers or you want quality?
So how much was it to be a buyer or a delegate?
$15.
$15 to
for a
walk the
buyer
show.
for walk the show, and delegate is about 150 for 1 day and 300 for 2 day or 3 day.
If you don't pay for something, it has no value.
Absolutely. You really don't value anything. And if you have paid even a penny for it, you're like, no, I have to make the best use
Exactly.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is the 13th. It's Wednesday the 13th. We still have two more days of Canada Light Expo, 14th and 15th. Get down here. I'll be here. Don't be a chump. Get down here to Canada Light Expo, especially if you're in Toronto.
Yes.
You have no excuse.
No, not at all. You have to be here. You have to become. You come see the show, and next year be a part of it again.
Yeah,
the
we
community
look
lighting.
forward to the entire industry being present
Yes,
here,
let's-
because this is a show for you, and we want you all to be a part of it and support it.
Please do, and check out getagriponlighting.com. Of course, thank you for listening live from Canada Light Expo 2024.